Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. First of all, thank you to Vijayakumar, sir, because I have tried almost 3 months before. We have created this group 3 months before.
Yeah.
So now only sir have the timing. Okay. Everyone, thanks to Vijayakumar, sir, because of he is sharing about the 45 years experience. So everyone switch on your camera. It's I think it's a noble.
Nothing. See, the knowledge is abundant. It is everywhere in the world. So you can share the
Yes.
knowledge and gain the knowledge and keep
Yes,
using
sir.
it. And next generation has to carry forward. That's my
Yes,
motto is
exactly,
that
sir.
one. The main thing is that.
Everyone okay,
Okay.
clear my voice? Voice clear?
I hope everybody's voice is,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Voice is okay.
myself and Mr. Muti's voice are audible to everyone.
Yes,
Yes,
thank you.
sir.
That's
Audible.
nice.
Okay.
Nice to
Okay,
see
okay.
a lot of participants. Still, people are joining. We can give another 2 minutes more.
Yes,
That's
yes,
good.
exactly,
Yeah.
sir.
So it's a good opportunity because I also keep learning a lot of things. I'll just in another 2 minutes later on, I'll just share my, I'll give my introduction, how I came up in life, started with basics and all those things. And now I'm in the position of, I'm able to plan now to do my PhD in energy. And also I'm going to become one of the engineering college for practicing, professor in practice. That means all the experiences, whatever you have in the industry, that has to be shared with the students for the projects so that, they can be, the projects will be as per the latest one. Because in 2012, when I was at Bureau Veritas, I shared my experience with Sairam Engineering College. They called me for one of the, as a chief guest for certifying their students' projects. So I nominated the first project was the hydrogen-driven engine in 2012 in Sairam Engineering College. Now we are talking about more on hydrogen. I appreciated, and Mr. Leo Muthu was the owner of that college. He appreciated. So what I'm trying to tell is the knowledge is abundant everywhere, right? We are studying a lot of things in the colleges. We need to apply those things in practical. That is the way I do. I have done it and I have come up in life. So we will wait for another 3 minutes. People are joining now. Already 40 people are joining. So it gives me a really pleasure. I need to appreciate Mr. Murthy. He was requesting me for the last 6 months, and then I gave some time in third month. Suddenly I was busy because even today also I was so much of hectic activities with so many activities are there. Anyway, I need not describe all those things because I am also into information security management system. And recently I've been to one of the government office. They wanted to assess the capacity of their, because energy is also there. See, I will tell you, everywhere energy is there. Even while you talk, some energy is being spent. When we are discussing with 40 people, I used to tell 2 to the power of n is the knowledge we are sharing. All 40 people means 2 to the power of 40. You see the amount of energy. 2 to the power of 40. Suppose there are only 2 people, 2 to the power of 2. There is only one person and me, 2 to the power of 1. Only 2 informations.
Yes.
You and I will share. If one participant, if there are 20 participants, 2 to the power of 20, 40 participants, 2 to the power of 40. The amount of knowledge. See, whatever you have doubt, you will share with me, and the doubt, See, I'm also learning along with you. Not that I am very perfect. Because one person says, sir, what is kinetic energy? What is potential energy? Maybe asking the basic standard in 6th standard, 7th standard, or 10th standard, people are reading that. Even I've been many times during 2011 and 12 to Padma Sheshadri school. At that time, that madam was there. She is no more. She used to appreciate me, sir. Please tell about the energy for the people, for the students in 8th and 9th and 10th. I was really shocked. Then I prepared a small slide. When I went there, I was shocked. Students were talking about the pillars, energy pillars. My goodness. Mind blowing with all the students because their parents were really strong. What I'm trying to tell is the grooming of the people, grooming of your student, grooming wherever your industry also you need to groom the people. When you groom people, you'll be free. Not that you have to do everything by your own. Be there with your team, spend time with a team and give the knowledge to them. And next 3 years or 2 years, shift it to the other place. That means you'll be moving on first. Okay. Now let me start with my introduction about myself. I welcome you all for this need for the energy management system because The energy management system is really required at the present day situation. I'll let you know that all your houses. Do you have a system in place? Do you have an ISO system in your house? I would like to know from each one of you.
Can you type it? It's a typing.
I,
Always use the typing.
yeah, I'll type
You
this.
can observe. No, sir.
Your
Sir.
house, in your house, do you have? I'm typing
Yes,
it.
sir. Participant type yes or no. Just sir asking the question,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
type it. Okay.
In your house, in your house, do you have an ISO 9001, 9000, 9001, 2015, of course. 15 may not be there in ISO 9002 system in place. SYSTM, system in place. Yes or no? HAV, sorry, it was AHV. HAV, do you have an ISO system? No, sir, no. Only 2 people have signed. Actually, no. Then, no, sir. No. Okay. Now, almost all people have said that no. But actually, in your house, everybody is having an ISO system, but it is not certified. I'll tell you, in your house, you are keeping your chappals in the stand. In your house, you have your shirt and pants are kept in the stand and kept in a place. In your house, in a kitchen, your wife or your sister or your mother prepares the food using 5S concept. Okay. Then if you go to laundry, in laundry, they are having identification traceability beautifully done. Even you give 10 shirts and 10 pants, your neighbor gives 10%, 10 shirts to her laundry. Laundryman receives thousands of clothes in a day. And everything after 5 days or 3 days, you go there, he'll give you the right shirt and pant to you. He will not misplace it. How is it possible? There is a system in place. Similarly, go to the Dabbawala in Mumbai. Dabbawala Mumbai, already British princess and the madam, I mean Prince lady, she came and she was shocked to see that Dabbawala, they are having Six Sigma concept without knowledge. Knowingly or unknowingly, right from the good olden days, they are using the Dabbawala. I hope you would have also seen the newspaper some time back, 1 year ago. Then when the other country people came and visited Dabbawala, they are having Six Sigma. See, I'm telling you, all the systems were there in India. It has gone outside. I'll give you a small hint about PDCA. Plan, do, check and act. What is PDCA? Plan, do, check and act. Who has invented it? Who has found out, I say? PDCA. Who has found out? I say not invented, found out. Who has found out? Demang. Who's that? Not Demang. Edward Deming. The answer is Edward Deming. Edward Deming. But who is Edward Deming? Edward Deming is an American. He went to Japan and he introduced in the industry. And that has become an plan, do, check and act. But I'll tell you, even Newton has found out there is a gravity, but it was existing in the nature. He doesn't invent, he has found out. PDCA has also found out. Every living creature knows PDCA. Go to a garden or go to a field where a goat is standing in front of the grass and there is a gutter, water gutter is going on. Goat is planning. I want to jump 2 steps. Plan, do 2 steps, does, and jumps in the water gutter. Then it checks. Oh, I did a wrong thing. Performance monitoring. Oh, I did a wrong thing. Then it's check. Act. Act means improving. It is going back and taking 4 steps. Plan 4 steps. Redoing plan. Replanning. 4 steps. Do 4 steps. It jumps across the gutter and takes the grass. So that means all living creatures knows plan, do, check and act. Even human being knows. I go by Indigo flight. Oh, I have suffered. Lessons learned. Next time I plan for the next flight. In our life, we are also doing all these PDCAs there, but knowingly, unknowingly, we are doing it, but we are not putting it in a systematic way. So what I'm trying to tell is system is required. As per Bureau of Energy Efficiency, people are doing energy audit every 3 years once. What is the use? The need of system is required. If the systems are there, automatically one-time energy audit, you can do it. If anything additionally is having, then you can do an energy audit. You do one-time energy audit, and if you have a system in place, you can do wonders. I'll tell you what it is. Before going into that, I'll give my introduction about myself. Just a minute. I'll stop sharing this. Yeah. I'll introduce myself. What happened? Stop sharing is not coming. Just a minute. Shh. That is a problem. Just a minute. Just a minute. I think that's good. Is it visible?
Yes,
I
sir.
think I've been cut out. Huh?
Yes, sir. One side PDF visible, PPT. You can small
Just
size make it your screen, sir.
No, I'm not getting it. Oh my goodness, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, just a minute. Yeah. Now I'll share this.
Anyone go to the sir LinkedIn profile?
Yeah, this
How
is
many
being
people go to
uploaded.
the
Just a
LinkedIn
minute.
profile? Type yes or no. I have said.
Just a minute. Yeah, just a minute. I'm not getting the right link sharing. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Now is it now clear? Yeah. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. So I'm Vijayakumar,
Okay.
Indian, because I moved to many countries. That's why nationality is very important. So my education qualification is diploma in electrical engineering way back in 1977. Then AME in 1985. I didn't go to college. I was studying in my room between 10 o'clock to night 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Then I finished off within 3 years. I was in ICF coach factory at that time. Advanced diploma in quality management system. Then I did my diploma in computer application. Then I did my MTech in power systems at the age of 58. Then I did my MBA in asset management and did my MBA in artificial intelligence and a certificate course in hydrogen technology application and economics. I was involved in hydrogen coach, which was developed in ICF. I was totally just involved in my design stage. Then I did a certificate course in BESS. What is BESS? Anybody is having any knowledge on that?
Battery energy storage.
Battery energy storage.
Battery energy storage. So super. Not only battery energy, that's only a topic, but it's a pumped energy. Lot of things are there. Nowadays, on the power drop, or I was in Gujarat for some time last month. Superb. No power interruptions at all. Now all these batteries, which are lithium batteries, are getting packed in containers. They are going big, big containers. It will be looking like a big house where with all safeties are all there. It is connected to the grid. And during the night time, the whatever the plant load factor has to increase, therefore what they do is the DG set will run at the power station where the plant factor load factor is increased so that you can keep the batteries energized. Then during the daytime when you want more energy, DG set plus battery backup, or in case of any failure, battery backup. Not only this, pumped energy storage system, or you can have supercapacitors. Sky is the limit for the technology nowadays. So much of technology is there. So I'm also into now, I'm just reading the certificate course in EV technology. I need to attend the interview by end of this month. I have studied, completed the 10 modules. I'm just waiting for that interview to be attended. I've attended the exam also, question papers. Only interview is there. Once interview is over, I'll be getting a certificate on this. Okay. And then I am a chartered engineer in Institute of Engineers and a member in Institute of Engineers. Energy related, I am a certified energy auditor with Bureau of Energy Efficiency way back in 2004 itself. So my number is 0683, very small, it starts with zero. That means in the initial batches. Then I am a certified thermographer. Any energy auditor should have a certificate in the thermographer because sometimes, when people do a thermograph graph taken on an electrical panels or some cubicles and all those things, you need to understand what is the cause for the heat. So I did that course and then I was able to assess what is the reason for that. Did anyone know that cable crimping it's a special process, needs calibration? Do anyone knows that? Do anybody calibrating the cable crimping, cable crimp, crimping tool?
Station.
Hello? Somebody is telling yes?
Yes, sir, can I type yes? Anyone know about this answer?
Cable
always use
crimping
the-
requires calibration.
Ashwin.
So many people will tell
Yes.
that, the crimping, calibration is required for instruments. But I'm talking about the cable crimping tool. Crimping tool. Do crimping tool requires calibration?
Yes, sir, it's required, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Yes, sir,
That's
it's
good, that's
required,
good.
sir. 100% required, sir.
Yes. Not only cable, even
Pack test.
torque wrench is also required. So a lot of things are there. So what I'm trying to tell is the importance of that. Once you read slowly, you'll be able to understand a lot of things. And also, I'm a lead auditor since 2000. Before that, ISO 50,000 came, I was a lead auditor in BEE-CEM 16001. At that time, it was British standards. Before 2011, I was with Bureau Veritas at that time. So I used to do a lot of energy certification. And then later on, ISO 50,001, 2011, and then 2012. 2018 version has come. I'm approved by IRCA as well as DEKRA in Germany. Then I did my course on certified and assessor industry 4.0. And of course, this lead auditor 9,001, 14,000, 45,000 is a basic thing. I've already done and I was with that. Then I'm into international railway industry standard. I'm an auditor for that. I'm also having a holding internal auditor in IRIS International Railway Industry Standard. I qualified and went to Brussels and qualified. And I'm also into the medical devices, ISO 13485 internal auditor. Then asset management, that is a very important, ISO 50001. And I'm also into lab quality management system, 17025, 2017. I'll give a short hint on what is the need for 17025. I'll give an example now. Suppose I am in Germany, I'm placing an order to an Indian company in Chennai. They want to manufacture a 100 mm round rod with tolerance of 1 mm length and diameter 10 mm with a tolerance of 0.1 mm. I got the order, I am in Chennai. I got the order from Germany. I am manufacturing it. With my instruments, I measured, I packed 100 numbers and I given it to German people who are in New Ulm, which is one corner of the Germany. He has received it and he has used his instruments and measured and found out everything was okay. And he has cleared my bills. How was it possible? I'll give a small example. A milk vendor was in my lane, next lane. He brought 1 liter milk in his jug and poured in my jug. It was only 900 ml. There was a short of 100 ml between the two people who are 1 kilometer away distance. Whereas I am sending a material which is 6,000 kilometers away where there is no difference of opinion. My material is passed. How was it possible? How was it possible?
Based on the measurements.
That's where the quality
See,
comes
you are
into play,
measuring with
sir.
your instrument and he is measuring with his instrument. How both are related?
Standard
accuracy class.
Standard.
Pardon?
Accuracy class.
highest standard.
Yeah.
Highest
Traceability,
standard,
sir.
but you're able to tell highest standard. How they got related?
Traceability.
Super. How you have got the traceability? Who is that traceability as said?
Sir Vignesh.
Vignesh, super. You mentioned that word Vignesh, really good, but how? Can you explain me?
It arrives from the National Physics Laboratory like that, sir.
Pardon?
It arrives from the National Physics Laboratory, like standard unit. is like-
NABL.
NABL, correct, sir.
Okay, in India it is NABL, otherwise it is known as 17025. But give me the link. How you say traceability?
So there is a National Physics Lab now, sir. So
Ah.
they have a standard size,
Okay.
standard unit size. So from that it gets arrived
But
the
how you are
measurement.
linked with them?
By calibration or
No, you are calibrating. Of course, in India, you are calibrating it. He is in Germany. He is not with the NABL. They are having other people.
Basically,
Oh.
the standards are same for everywhere. The standards is the common thing.
No,
which
standards
defines
are
that the
common, no
measurements.
doubt at all. But how you are getting linked, traceability? One word has been used, traceability, that was really good. But you need to explain, because now you are in the place of making your juniors to understand, your youngsters to understand. Not only youngsters, we need to understand. I'll tell you.
Trends and the data recorded while manufacturing.
Okay. But I'll tell you. There is how. Suppose you are having your instrument, measuring instrument, okay? You have sent it to an external lab, which is NABL certified, and he is using his master. Got it? That master is being used, sent to the another lab, he is doing another master. Like that, it goes where it goes, In India, there is one place known as NPL, National Physical Laboratory. Got my point? Now, this National Physical Laboratory instrument goes to a certain point. It is known as ILAC, International Laboratory Accreditation Cooperation. ILAC, you can make a note of it. Mr. Muti, you can type that, ILAC, ILAC, ILAC. So this ILAC, let us say, for instance, for your understanding purpose, it is in UK, UCAS, United Kingdom Accreditation Service. Now what happens, German instrument, he sent to, let us say in Frankfurt. From New Ulm, he sent his instrument for calibration of Frankfurt Laboratory. Frankfurt Laboratory in Germany, which is headquarters is Berlin. This master is sent to Berlin. Berlin master is going to ILAC. Let us say UCAS, United Kingdom Accreditation Service. Like that, whole country instrument is getting traceable through master, and it is reaching ILAC. That means the importance of ISO 17025 is so much importance. Any person who is certified with ISO 9001, whatever may be the standard, even it is a greenhouse gases, when I tell something, I'm following a standard, I'm using my instrument, whole people accepts it because you're certified, I'm certified. International standard organization. That means everybody is having a linkage. That is the need of it. I have done it when I was in Muscat and completed, and I enjoyed that course. And that is it. There are a lot of stories are there, and that itself will take more than 1 hour. Yeah. Next, sustainability. I'm an implementer and reporting of ESG. What is ESG? Nowadays, this is a buzzword. Everybody is talking about ESG.
Electronic social governance.
No,
Electronic.
environment, social governance.
Environment, social governance, not electronics. Environment, social governance. That is very need of it. Because, there is a system known as BRSR framework. Business responsibility and social, reporting, sustainability reporting. That is very, very important. It takes all the inputs of E. It takes the input of, it takes the input of G. That is also very important. I am a lead auditor in ISO 14064, Greenhouse Gas Accountability. I am a certified professional assessment of life cycle from cradle to grade. From cradle to graveyard. That is how we need to see how, Dunlop tire or any tire manufacturing company, how it starts from the rubber tree, and then goes into the landfill. It goes through various processes into the industry, getting manufactured. Tire goes into the vehicle, it gets worn out, and mileage will increase as it is getting worn out. Finally, it is getting dumped in the landfill. Whether it is a landfill or it's a circular economy. A lot of things are there nowadays. All these are being used, circular economy and all those things. I am a lead tutor for all these standards, 9,000, 14,000, 45, 50,000, 17025 and all those things. And I'm member in this also. Most of you people are maybe member in NEFES, member in National Federation of Engineers and Electrical Safety, Society of Electrical Energy Engineers and Managers, American Society of Quality, National Society of Quality. A lot of things are there. You can also become like Kumbat in Chennai, Indian Society of Lighting Engineers, Department of Energy, DOE, and all those things are there. And I make it a point that in my life, every 3 months or 1 month, depending upon available time, I learn. L&D, what is L&D? Learning and development. Learning and development is essential, whatever may be the age. When you want to be in limelight with the technology, you need to be with the learning and development. See, as you're growing and growing and growing, Six Sigma, then come back, then okay, that is all over, then go back, then do PMP in project management. PMP is very important because, see, in all projects, all building, construction of building is a project. But in construction of a, manufacturing of a car is not a PMP. But first car is a project. Any new thing, first time you're doing is a project. That means you need to understand what is a project. So like that, I did a lot of courses and reliability, power electronics. Earlier it started with my career with tubes and valves and all those things. Then I did my power electronics in University of Science, Bengaluru. Now I'm confident of finding out what is a junction temperature of IGBT in a power electronics through heat sinks, like that, a lot of things, microprocessors and basic metallurgy, sensors and applications. So when I was in ICF, I was being awarded every year with an award from the railway minister. I do a lot of things. Then LHB, presently it is Vande Bharat. Earlier it was LHB coaches. I brought the technology from Germany. It was railways only sent me there to Germany and got this. And I've been awarded as an Abdul Kalam Eminent Leadership Award by the Institute of Engineers for various paper submissions and all those things for that. Then I submitted a journal in electrical safety in power in hospitals, private hospitals, and I have compiled a book known as Residual Life Assessment of Electrical Equipment for Practicing Engineers. This is a very useful book. When I was with Voltech Engineers as an vice president in last 5 years earlier. I have around 49 years of experience in various industries, production management, quality management, experience in expediting and vendor assessment, power systems and rolling stocks. And of course, I do energy audits, electrical safety in electrical audit. Electrical safety audit is one more new thing, electrical safety audit, like, you can do arc flash studies using ETAP softwares. You can do a load flow analysis using ETAP softwares. Most of the people are concentrating on the only part of the physical part of compressors. No doubt, you got a lot of energy, but you need to also implement the softwares, and you can do it. A lot of things, harmonic analysis, RLA studies, in both in electrical and HVAC system. HVAC is nothing but heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. And of course, all these things have been discussed. I'm a certification I have in all these standards. I'm a consultant. When I was with in Muscat, I was for some time, and nowadays I'm giving lectures, guest lectures in various engineering colleges. And I started my career in Indian telephones during way back in 1978, and then joined with Integral Coach Factory. I joined as a junior engineer and then rose up to the level of Guested Officer as Assistant Works Manager. Then 2007 I left. In between I was on deputation with RITES, Chennai, Hyderabad, Delhi, Bangalore. So I roamed throughout India. When I was in ICF, I was into new product development. Superb. Always I carry 2 bags. One bag is always the books. Another bag is my dress material. So always I sleep with the books and learn with the books and read with the books and all those things. Then I switched over to Bureau Veritas as a project manager from 2008 to 2010. Then switched over to Bureau Veritas certification. I was a principal lead auditor. I was in BV China for 2-3 years. Then came back and then resigned and went back to Saudi as a training and quality manager for 1 year, and then came back to Voltech Engineers. I was a vice president from 2013 to 2015. Then went to Muscat. I was a head for power and MEP, taking care of all projects. Then I came back in 2020. Since I lost my father and mother, I was forced to come back to India. Then I joined with the Chennai Radha Engineering Works as a vice president. Then I was there, and that time, then Voltech Engineers called me back. I was joined as an advisor. Then advisor for center and environment, where we do energy audits with this team. And I'm also an advisor technical for the H2 Next Karaikudi company. Recently, I joined with them. And I am an empaneled auditor with the Bureau Veritas. I love this auditing business. And I also do an energy audit. This is about me. And I know languages, Tamil, English, Telugu, Hindi, and German language. These are all about me in short. This is all about me. Okay. Now we'll go to this, Yeah. So now let us start with pardon?
Yes, sir. One time, sir, I never seen like this experience, sir. First time seeing
No,
lot of
this,
experience.
That's okay. See, I want to share these things to the youngsters, coming generation, because I'll tell you a small experience about me. I went for a company for testing transformers 100 kVA, let us say. There are 10 transformers. I wanted to do heat run test. What you do, you connect the primary to the supply, secondary to the water load or some resistive load, because 100 kVA resistive load is very high. So you put to the water load and 10 hours. How much it cost? 10 kVA into 10 hours, how much is that? 1000 kVA. 1000 kVA is how much? 1 megawatt hours. Correct? 1000 kVA is 1 megawatt. Why you want to waste energy? Then I said, why don't we do back to back? Hopkinson test, Swinburne test. Have you heard about that? In the BL Taraja, when I was reading in those days, testing of machines, that was the last chapter. Way back in 76, 74, 75, 76, 77, I was reading about that book. Then immediately when I was doing this testing, I told this company person, look, don't waste energy. Connect two transformers back to back. Connect the two primaries to the supply and secondaries connect it. Take the phase sequence meter and check all these RYB is correctly connected, and that's all. Then two transformers are fully loaded and the power supply taken is only the losses of the transformer. If it is 95% efficiency, it will take only 5% and this 5%. Only 10% energy is taken from the supply. And you're not wasting the energy. This was implemented way back in 83s, 84s. I'll tell you, sky is the limit. I have seen some compressors people are running. I know. There is a hot air is sent out, correct? In the air compressors. Have you heard about that? When air compressor is rising, there is a lot of hissing noise. Let it be. But what about the hot air is going out? Do your compressor hot air is going out?
Yeah.
Why you want to send the hot air? Take that hot oil, send it through the heat exchanger and put the water into that in another coil. So heat gets exchanged and hot water is coming. Hot water can be utilized. I have implemented this around 5 companies, 6 companies, they are utilizing it, they are appreciating it. Sky is the limit everywhere. Small things I'll show you. I'm just bringing that into picture so that now
We
otherwise
use it
2 hours,
for,
1 hour is not sufficient. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Now the screen is visible. Is it clear? Webinar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I'm just putting it onto the big screen. So now this introduction, what's the time now? My goodness, it's already 8:20, half an hour more over. So now we'll extend, not to worry about this. Introduction with energy issues. Basically, we need to understand we are in a planet. What is the percentage of human being in this planet? 1%, less than 1%. Otherwise, the rest of things are all living beings. Creatures, ants, bees, birds, animals, and some more aquatic animals which we are not seen in the beneath the sea level. Anyhow, introduction to energy issues. What is energy? Types of energy efficiency, energy conservation, demand side management, response for energy conservation process owners in the organization. Shanky diagram. Anybody heard about Shanky diagram? If somebody has written the exam on BE exam, then people will know about Shanky diagram. Then case studies on compressors, pumps, fan laws. I'll attack only small things because time constraints and you can learn a lot. But I wanted to focus on energy management system, then you'll come to know. Yeah. If you see here, everywhere it is energy. If you see on the transmission line, what is the energy losses? T&D losses, transmission distribution losses. If you see here, there is some coal. Coal is a good grade of coal is required. If it is not a good grade of coal is not. Here, water, you are wasting water. Here, there is an oil. There is a nuclear power plant. So many areas, there is an oil plant and all those things. So energy everywhere, the source of energy is there. And if you see the world energy consumption, way back in 1760 to 1840, the revolution, industrial revolution took place. I have studied one of the, during my interaction with the carbon footprint. Somewhere in Antarctica, they have drilled holes inside this ice and they have gone depth and they found out a small ice and they melted and found out the CO2 was very less. And over a period of time, during the Industrial Revolution, after the Industrial Revolution, CO2 has come more and more. Why they have taken CO2 as a basis? CO2 exists for a longer period. That is why we call it as CO2 equivalent. Why not we take other nitrogen equivalent? No. We are taking only CO2 as an equivalent. Ton CO2 equivalent, they will write it as T, small t, CO2e. E is equivalent. Anyhow, we will come to that chapters. So the world energy consumption is going on increasing and increasing. And if you see the world, fossil fuels are getting depleted. If you see here in China, almost coal is high, but in India, the coal is very less. And Africa, other countries. So always India, now we have this, our Modi ji has already said, 2070, the whole world is looking at 2070. Various programs are being managed. And this energy earlier, some 20 years, energy audit was at a higher level. Now energy audit has gone down. Now sustainability is being talked about. But this is sustainability, unless we do energy audit, we will not be able to reach the sustainability. People are not thinking. Some people directly go to the sustainability and they found out, oh, my CO2 level is very high. What we do? Sir, why don't you do energy audit and reduce it? And people are coming back to energy audit. Now people are wise. Sir, we'll do energy audit and go to CO2 level. Because every energy audit, you save energy. That means you are able to save the CO2. Right? Let us go to that. If you see the primary energy consumption worldwide, I took the data of 2024 from the Google itself. So if you see 40.8 gigajoules in exajoules are there. And if you see China is leading, USA is on the second and India is on the third. So what about if you go like this, even you don't find candles to glow, because manufacturing of candle will become very costly. Then where to get the light energy? I'll show you that. And oil will end by 2052. That is the prediction. And gas will end by 2060. And coal will last only for another 70 years. What about the next generation? And somebody says, sir, I am going to live only for another 10, 20 years. No, it's not like that. Planet, you should leave the planet to the next generation without any disturbances. That is the thought process. That is what people are going and living and then going to the next level. Okay. Next one is, see, if you see a lot of things are there. The installed capacities of the CEA's data of 2023, I have collected it. So share of central sector. 1 minute. Huh? Yes, please. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, actually, I am in a webinar. Can I call you after some time? Yeah, please. Thank you. So other people are calling me, sir, are you in webinar? Can join in the webinar? I told them to join. They will seen me through the LinkedIn and they are calling me through that. Anyhow, I told them to join. They'll join. So the percentage of share of energy, installed capacities, that means the private sectors are more, 50%. Because more and more people are coming. If you see in Chennai, Gumdi-Pundi, there is a lot of power plants are coming up. Lot of things are happening in the world. And if you see category-wise, what is more? Coal is more, 48.8%. Gas is very less. Diesel is very less. Lignite is very less. And if you see renewable energy, slowly hydro is coming up. And if you see wind, solar, other things, 30.7. Now slowly it is increasing. The renewable energy ministry is also concentrating more on that. So people nowadays, though the hydrogen is very costly, people are now slowly, because in a longer run it becomes cheaper. In all other countries, now things are going on. Because I am also an advisor in one of the company, H2 Next company. They are manufacturing electrolyzers. The water is converted. Recently I've been to this one, what is that? Butterfly gas stove manufacturers in Chennai, in Kelambakam. Then we told them, look, we can use hydrogen and use the gas stove. Hydrogen stove rather, we call them. Then the initial cost was high. Now we are trying to do another prototype to bring down the cost, because the electrolyzer is required. Now we are trying to have not only hydrogen, water to hydrogen, we are taking hydrogen through fuel cell and glowing the lights for the kitchen. So that is going on there. Next one is the pattern of the growth in the generation is going on increasing slowly, because of the population growth and all those things are there. And if you see the estimated results of crude oil in India, if you see Western offshore, Andhra Pradesh, crude oil is slowly getting down, is slowly coming down. And if you see the wind energy and solar is picking up faster. And nowadays, the waste energy management system is coming up faster. From the waste, I've been in Germany last year. We call it as WEE, waste energy from electronic waste, electrical waste, electronic waste. We can convert energy. A lot of things I have seen in Germany. Even I've been to IIT Chennai. There was a startup people have come up. All the the waste will coming out. You will have an electrostatic field. All the metallic component will picked up, and non-metallic component goes through the belt, and metallic components gets picked up and goes to the other belt. There are ways and means of segregating the waste. There is a lot of things are happening. And if you see state-wise estimated potential of renewable energy, huge. So Tamil Nadu is 5.6% and other things. Rajasthan is more because of the desert area, and then Karnataka is having it. These are the data collected from the the authorized website people, renewable energy sources, and you can have it. And the share, if you see the total energy generated from the different commercial sources in India, most of the people are using coal. Now slowly we need to come out and go for the renewable energy. And all. The government is also giving a lot of subsidies for the solar, but still it is not penetrating depth, because that people are asking what is the life cycle. Like, in battery car, e-vehicle, people are telling, sir, battery after 5 years, life goes, what to do? Are you work out? See, it's all ROI, return on investment. The longer the journey, better go for EV. If you are only using it for 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, don't use EV car. See, I'm telling you, when you're going for, some government is taking a decision, like, use BLDC fans. Sir, I'm already having one fan, sir, I'm using it only sparingly, in a day, only half an hour. Then it is all ROI. But if you take a consideration, I want to switch it over, then switch it over. If you want to have an ROI, then it's a different story. Okay. So this source-wise consumption of energy, this already we have seen. Consumption of electricity in India. Industry is having more energy, 40%, domestic 23%, agriculture 13%, and other sectors, railways, tractions, commercials, and all those. Railway is also one of the designated consumer as per Bureau of Energy Efficiency, because we have some around 9 to 10 sectors. In that, one of the sectors is railways is coming up. So all these things are getting into. So if you are like this, you are not taking any action, what is going to happen? No more controversy. Climate change is the reality. That we are already feeling it. Am I right? Already people are talking about this. Suddenly we are getting rain. Suddenly we are getting the cold. Today, presently in Chennai, in the whole world, even my son is in Germany. He says it is too cold. No, last year they didn't feel like this. In the month of February, the atmosphere is very cold in Chennai. In other places also, people say this. This is all because of the climate change. Then what to do? What we need to do as a citizen of the country, of this world, we have to take many actions. Let us see. Energy sector is the last contributing of carbon dioxide emissions. When you talk about energy, why carbon dioxide is coming, that is all. They are together. 60% of total emission comes from the energy sector, includes road transport, coal mining, fugitive emissions from oil and natural gases, burning of traditional biomass fuels, emissions from industrial sector like cements. Everything is emitting the emissions into the atmosphere. So now we talk about the greenhouse gases. Sir, why suddenly greenhouse gas? Because energy audit, when you talk about it, we need to know what is, when you are thinking saving energy means saving money. That is only a part of it. But we are contributing to the planet, the reduction of CO2 emission. Nowadays, all the companies, they're concentrating on energy, and at the one more column they are adding, I have reduced CO2 emission. That is the practice nowadays. And slowly they will tell, sir, we are into two systems, 50,001 and 14064, part 1. This is how slowly shifting towards that. And now there is a carbon tax. Already EcoVadis is there. I think people are aware of it. EcoVadis in your company, EcoVadis, ESG systems, they upload and get a certificate, platinum, gold, and all those things. I'll tell you all those things. So these are the types of gases emission from your gases. Carbon dioxide largely by fossil fuels. CFC, chlorofluorocarbons, that is from your air conditioners, and perfluorocarbons from the solvents, and SF6. Nowadays, SF6 breakers are not being used. Or latest technologies in SF6, they are adding some more gases to bring it down the sulfur hexafluoride. The effect of the sulfur hexafluoride onto the atmosphere. Because this is more harmful than the CO2, but the life is very less. That is the reason why CO2 is taken as the reference value, because its life is higher, more than 100 years, 200 years, 300 years. Then hydrofluorocarbons from the foam products. These are all the various side effects from the products. Now, what is this? Earlier, we had a natural greenhouse effects. Now it has become human enhanced greenhouse effects. Human being is the cause for all these things. We are growing, and these are all the effects. Where the heat is getting reflected back. It is forming an ozone layer is formed. Earlier, there was an ozone layer thin, but it is to balance. That balance is not there nowadays because of the thick layer forming, and it's getting reflected back. Okay. So all these definitions will be knowing what is work done, what is power, and what is energy, and all these things you'll be knowing it. But I made it. But since the time is, I want to show you more and more onto that. Let me go into this. So this is about energy. Energy is neither be generated nor destroyed. This is the most important. Who has found out this? Energy neither be destroyed nor. Who has done this? I don't know. Somebody from mechanical engineering has to tell this. I don't know. I know about Charles' law, Boyle's law, and all those things. PV is equal to MRT. And we should know also the Bernoulli's equation, because you should be thorough with hydraulics. Everywhere some fundamentals are required. You know, RYB is 120 degrees phase shift. The central point is in neutral is 0. Okay. Then in mechanical engineering, what is that? I have a flag. I tie up 3 ropes. And the center point is 0. What is that in mechanical? Lami's theorem. Make a note of it. Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem states that, 3 forces acting at 120 degrees phase shift. The center point is 0. That is the Lami's theorem. So a lot of things are there, Then if you see, there are types of energies: primary energy, secondary energy, non-renewable energy, and renewable energy. This you will be knowing it. No doubt at all. Okay. And renewable energies are there here. Sunlight, and we have wind. I have seen in wind, China is not only wind, in tidal waves, in sea and beneath the sea. In China, they are trapping a lot of energy. They have some waves. They have put some pedals, and the pedal is moving up and down. Because of that, they put on solenoid and getting the energy. Sky is the limit. You have to think of. Non-renewable energy is like fossil fuels, and nuclear is also non-renewable energy. But of course, we are using it. And then the other one is natural gases, coal, and all those things are non-renewable energy. So non-renewable energy, you can see all these things: biomass, tidal, hydro, geothermal, wind, and solar. The renewable energy can be generated continuously, practically without decay of source. That is the meaning of renewable energy. And solar energy, of course, we can use it directly. There are 2 types of solars. One is known as PV solar, photovoltaic. Another is concentrated heat. In Pondicherry, if you go to Pondicherry, what is that villa? What is that villa? I forgot.
Aurovilla.
Aurovilla, you're right. I've been there. Bureau of Energy Efficiency, when we written first exam, they took us to that place, Aurovilla. Bureau of BE has done that. We went there, all the energy auditors who attended the exam, we went there. We have seen the dish. That dish, concentrated dish, that sunrise will come. Have you heard? In our school days, we have burnt the papers using the lens.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
When I was a child, I used the lens for burning the papers. The light rays will come to the lens, and that goes down and burns the papers. How is that? Same thing, same principle. All the lights are concentrated at one point, then that becomes a hot spot, and then so all the lights comes to the dish and reflects onto a chamber, where the chamber is filled up with water that gets heated up to superheated. And that heat is being used for cooking. That's how I have seen in Aurovilla. And in Aurovilla, no one uses the scooter, bike, car, nothing. At front end, they leave it and they go by walk. They go by cycling. A fantastic place when I visited during 2004. Even now it's good, I was told. So wind energy is there. Nowadays, wind energy, not only an offshore, it is an onshore, within the sea level. People are now, there's a new technology has come. We are talking about only an offshore. In the sea, water, people. I have seen like in Australia and other Indonesia, they're constructing a building, towers like this, and give a gap between the towers. Wind is passing through the tower, then a lot of velocity of high air goes in, they're having a windmill. All in Australia, they're using it. In other countries, wherever sea coast is there, they're constructing a towers, buildings, tower buildings, some 30 floor, 40 floor, and they don't attach the building together. The buildings will be a gap between all the towers, and they put the windmills. Okay. So next one is geothermal. That is also picking up faster because the whole globe, if you see, one spot is hot, another spot is cold, and all those things. You know what is that Seebeck effect? Have you heard about Pascal's law, Seebeck effect? These are all fundamentals of knowing these things. Seebeck effect, two different materials placed in one point will get the potential difference, and that is used as the pyrometer or thermometer, digital thermometer, all those things. Basically, even you can get some potential, you can generate energy. A lot of things are there. Fundamentals are, then this hydro energy, which we have already seen. Then biomass, we can burn these things and get the energy. Methanol from animal waste, ethanol, biodiesel, advantages, I have seen during this startup with IIT Chennai, a lot of people have brought a lot of projects. I also participated, voluntarily participated, so to know what is happening with the students, present generation. Tidal energy, that is picking up very fast. Non-renewable energy, now slowly going out. Coal is getting, slowly people are stop using it, but still coal is there. I cannot say it is to 100% now. It's going slowly, people are going to switching over to renewable. Uranium, people are using it. So all these things are there. Then why to conserve energy? We have limited fuels available on Earth. Our demand for energy is increasing day by day. It is possible that most of fuels will be exhausted, most of the fuels, and we will have to switch to alternate energy. That's what we are doing it presently. So if you leave it as it is, what happens? Yeah, I'm not thinking about saving energy. Then maybe in 2050, we don't have energy to burn the candle. We started our energy with, we started our life with our ancestors with candle, then slowly incandescent lamp, and slowly the CFL lamp. From CFL lamp, we are into LEDs. But if you don't take action now, we not be having energy to build up the candle, or we may land up only having a candle, either of the way. So it's a high time for us. Not only you think not saving energy, think of sustainability, saving of CO2 emission reduction, so that your product gets sold. Have you heard about green transformer? Anybody has heard about green transformer? I was attending a webinar in Canada and Singapore. Green transformer is nothing but the oil is a vegetable oil which has the same property of our transformer oil which is used, synthetic oil. Same ditto. It has a cooling, it has a dielectric strength. Those are the two properties required for a transformer oil. And similarly, painting, vegetable oil. Now, manufacturing of copper, by solar energy, I'll manufacture copper. Manufacturing of tank, by solar energy, I'll manufacture a tank. Then the whole transformer becomes green transformer. Similarly, cement industry, the whole process they go through using the renewable energy, using the waste energy into back to energy, and somehow they bring the concept of green cement. So nowadays people are going green steel. Think, you will finally end up in a green. So that slowly will come out of reduction of CO2. First you take a base, then measure how much CO2. Don't suddenly jump into saving. First measure the base. That's what standard says. Let us go into further details. So energy efficiency, how can you do it? We have a star rating, we have energy efficiency. That is not the only thing. Then you have to go for conservation. How do you conserve? Improving the process. I have seen many processes. See, one process is like this. He takes the material through a forklift, he goes to the 10th bed. That means energy audit is not simply doing equipment wise. You have to look at the process also. Planning people are responsible. Sir, instead of taking to the 10th belt, why not we have in the first, second belt itself? So that the process, you talk to the production people, you talk to them as a productivity, then they will understand the energy. If more the productivity, the cost per product comes down. The energy per product comes down. That is the motto of the whole thing, what you are discussing. You are discussing about the saving of energy in a bigger way. I am telling, save a pie. 1 rupee saving cost a lot. over a period of time. So saving of process, that's what I want to tell. Reducing energy consumption, process improvement. Earlier I used to see a sharing machine. Even if you don't keep the plate, machine goes on rooming. Then I said, why don't you have a sensor? I bring a plate, then sharing machine operates. If I remove the plate, there is no sensor. Sensor is there, no plate, then sharing machine stops. If I bring this sharing plate, then sensor stops. So the energy during the up and down motion is saved. You think that is maybe 1 watt. Let it be 1 watt in 1 minute. So suppose there are 3 shifts, 24 hours into 60 into 60. So much of energy is saved. So like that. Then demand side management. This already people knows. When there is a demand, you give suppose there is a lot of demand in the daytime and there is no demand in the night time. You can shift the process towards the night time. Got it? We can shift, because if you see a graph of the energy pattern in your industry, maybe night time is going peak, your MD is touching, maximum demand is touching. People say, okay, increase the MD. No, I don't want to increase the MD. My cost is going high, maximum demand. With the EB people, I said my demand is like this. I need to see the process. Which process is coming less? No, not less. Which process can be shifted to the night time? Bring all the process required in the night time. Then automatically my peak is getting down. Maybe in the night time, the peak is very less, it goes very small, high. So balancing, demand side management. Whenever there is a demand, you create the demand. Okay? So like that. Then energy efficiency is nothing but, we know. There are 2 things, effectiveness and energy efficiency. Efficiency. What is the difference between effectiveness and efficiency? All marriages are effective, but it's not efficiency. Because you spend a lot of time. But everything happens whatever you planned. Effectiveness is whatever you planned, it becomes correct, or you done it, then it is effective. Okay, for instance, my boss told me to produce 100 components the next day. I'm unable to do 100 components. I did 50 components. He says, you're not effective. Your planning is not effective. Then the next day, I did it. 100 components, I did 100 components. Boss asked me, what is that? Sir, I have finished 100 components. Oh, very good. Your planning is effective. That means you're effective. You're very much effective. But he asked me, what is efficiency? Sir, instead of using 10 people, I've used 30 people to complete it. Then what is the cost? Cost of 30 people. Energy, your efficiency is very less. That is towards the cost. Similarly, when you use 30 people, the lighting, fans, and all those things, usage of water footprint. Have you heard about water footprint? ISO 14046. That is also the costliest one. So slowly everything is going to come inside. Let us discuss about this. See, energy conservation of India. Then India came into picture. Energy. Then government of India said, let us pass this energy bill, conservation 2001. Slowly this act has come into picture. Bureau of Energy was formed and everybody started doing Initially, instead of bringing the energy auditors, they brought the star rating. All the star rating has come, and then they said, remove this. And those days CFL was there. Slowly CFLs were removed. Then they have given bulb, free bulb for each houses, motivating the people to purchase the LED bulbs and all those things. So all this 5-star, everything has come into picture. Then this was the key directives of Act has come. They started telling labeling, standards and labeling. I think you are all aware of it. Identification of energy, designated consumers. Then there was an inspections, energy audits by the accredited energy auditor came into picture. So everywhere, building sectors, not only industry, in building sector also is required. And schools, colleges, everywhere energy has been spread out. So building of energy efficiency, PASH scheme, perform and achieve trade, SMEs, then SDAs, star labeling, so many schemes have been brought by the government of India, focusing towards the saving of energy. This I have given in detail, but okay, contribution funds were there, because I prepared in depth to discuss demand side management. Ministry of Renewable Energy has brought so many schemes. 2023, there were so many funds have been allocated for green hydrogen missions, an allocation of 35,000 crore for priority capital investment towards energy transition, net zero objectives and energy security. Then funding of 4,000 megawatt battery energy BESS systems, investment. These are all, I took it from that Ministry of Energies and all those things. I took it and just pasted here. Maybe it will be useful I'm just keeping it to you. So waste to wealth, there is another scheme, they brought it. So 1 crore farmers to be facilitated to adopt a natural farming over the next, for this, there is a Bharatiya Prakrit Kheti Bio Input Resource Centers. Lot of things are there. So Amrit Doraha scheme, coastal shipping, allocation of adequate funds to scrap old vehicles. That is also central government is bringing. You know, e-vehicles when you purchase, there are a lot of schemes are there. Central government, they're giving subsidies and all those things are there. So finally what? Finally is reduce energy bills, increased competitiveness, because the per product cost will come down. Think, if you put a pie chart, the cost towards the energy has to come down. That means increased productivity, improved quality. Always I say, quality is not away, it is very nearer to the energy. When you're thinking of doing first time the right way, always I say, how many are electrical engineers in this group? Maybe many electrical engineers. But I'm telling you, do you know what is special process? Special process? You need to understand this special process. When you go to the industry,
No, sir.
no, I'll tell you about this. Because when you go to the industry, see, welding is a special process. But I'll tell you, I've been to Lucas TVS and all those things. Well, they have put one DC machine brush and they are going to put a pigtail copper. They are doing a brazing or welding. They put it in a chamber. In the chamber, they maintain 100 to 200 degrees centigrade, 100 to 150, let us say. They do iteration. At 110, quality is okay. 120, quality is okay. 130, quality is okay. 140, quality is okay. Like that, they do iteration. They give a margin and they say 100 to 150. It can be kept in the chamber and it can be tested and quality is good. Then I'm telling no. That is not the way. Put one more column, energy. At 100, quality is okay, what is energy? At 110, what is the quality, what is energy? At 120, what is the quality and energy? Then I said, why you want to put 150? Bring it to 130. 100 to 130. I'm saving a lot of energy. Now I am still not come to special process. Now what is a special process? Any special process, suppose say welding. I'll give a colloquial example. Suppose your rice, you are cooking a rice in an open vessel. Every time you take some 3 samples and check, oh, still take 5 minutes to boil. Then after 5 minutes you check, oh, it will take another 2 minutes to boil. This is known as normal process. Coming to industry, I have a rod. 100 mm rod, I want to convert to 40 mm rod. I'm turning it. I stop and see the diameter. Okay, then I turn it. I see the diameter. This is a normal process. Now, coming to a welding, I weld it. At welding, I pass 100 amps. It is not joining. Then I put 120 amps. Now it is joining. Okay. Now after welding, process is okay. Now I'm giving one source, one place welded, and it has to come to the second place for putting the bush. I'm having a doubt whether this weld is okay or not. Can I break it? If I break it, can it be used? It cannot be used. A special process is a process. After completion of that process, if I want to see the efficacy of that process, special process, I cannot use it in the next process. That is known as special process. I'll give a colloquial example. I want to prepare a cake. Okay. In a cake, I have the recipe, sugar, flour, sweetness, then pagam, then jaggery and all those things. Okay. I'm preparing it. I taste it. Not okay. Oh my goodness, my recipe is not okay. Then I have to do iteration. How many iterations? Add more sugar. Add more flour. In Tamil, I can say adarasam. There is one adarasam is there. In adarasam, we put flour, white flour, rice flour, and then jaggery, pagam. You mix it up. How many times you do? The new girl, after she entering into a marriage life, if husband has to prepare the jaggery, adarasam, she's finding it difficult to come up to a level. It takes so many days and months to achieve that competency. The competency is coming here in the picture. The standard says competency. Because when you go to a hotel, oh, food is good. What happened? The cook is good. Next day when you go there, hey, food is not okay. What happened? Sir, cook has gone out. Another cook has come. The competency is gone. So here I'm talking about the special process. So in a special process, you have to do an iteration. Once you do iteration, you prepare a procedure that is known as validation of process. When people are doing validation of process, usually QA/QC people will do, energy people is not coming into picture. Then I tell them, please add one column and write the energy. Every recipe you are adding and doing a testing, add the energy. At one point, when you say quality is okay, energy is okay. That is the place. That means your process improvement is there, small process. So special processes need to known by the electrical engineers. Mechanical people know special process, but they don't know the energy. But we know the energy, but we don't know the special process. So it's not the question of electrical and mechanical. Everybody should know the engineering. You know why in lightning arresters zinc oxide is used? Do you know these gapless lightning arresters are made of zinc oxide? Why? Because its characteristic is at a particular voltage it is insulator. At a particular voltage becomes a conductor. That zinc oxide is sintered. I've been in Hyderabad when I was with RITES, one company known as Oblum. They are manufacturing this sparkless gap arresters. Then I was thinking, what is this? Magic is happening in zinc. Then I went to a training. I want to know heat treatment. I studied the heat treatment. I studied this centering process. Then I came to know. You know, I have an experience in Gangappa cables in Hyderabad. These copper wires, they go through many special process. Okay. I went to the lab. I went to the production, took out 1 meter length of cable, copper wire, then put it in the testing room, cool it for 20 degrees, and I checked for the conductivity. It is not meeting the conductivity. I was wondering why. Then they send this copper cable to the chemical lab. They found out 99.99% is pure. Then when it is pure, why it is conductivity is low? Then we came to know it is hard drawn. 10 mm, it is hard drawn to 2 mm, 3 mm. When hard drawn is happening, surface is getting hardened. When surface is hardened, you need to go into the metallurgy, the formation. Then what happened? I have studied. Then I found out whenever you are purchasing copper cable, copper wire, double annealed, tough pitched copper. That is a specification. Double annealed, tough pitched copper. That means it is to be annealed. That is a special process. The surface heating, the surface hardness has to be removed through annealing process. Then it becomes a normal copper. Then they found out the defect. Then it was once again annealed. Then it has gone through. It was through. It is giving correct conductivity. So every process is important. Okay, now coming to this. Improved process, increased profits. Then what happened to the nation? Reduce energy import. You need not get the electricity from the other states. Your own state, you can use it. Avoid low cost can be used for poverty reduction. Some of the countries, they're using the saving energy to reduce, give it to the poor people. They reduce the poverty. Conversion of limited resources, improved energy security. Then as a global, see, as a global, there is no use of telling that I've saved money. It is reduced with GHG and other emissions. Maintains a sustainability. This is the key word. This has been done way back in 2011 itself. I have studied this, but I was not having the focus. Now only last 5 years I'm having a focus on this GHG. Since 2002, during the COVID period, I found out this. I started learning this. But the real focus has come last 2 years. But I was reading that. Okay. So who is responsible for this energy? Some people will tell, sir, maintenance. No. Everybody, top management, planning, purchase people. Purchase people has to purchase energy efficient product. Stores people, production. Everybody has to know, has to have a consciousness about the energy. Then this is a Sankey diagram which you would have already seen. Now case studies are coming up now. Sankey diagram. So if you see the Sankey diagram, I am giving 100%. Wall losses, opening losses, all this coating, cooling losses. Finally, what is output I'm getting? Only 30%. So much of losses. So this is a Sankey diagram, which is already mechanical engineers would have studied this during your industrial engineering or maybe in diploma and degree. I don't know, Murthy, mechanical engineer knows about this?
I'm
Sankey
electrical engineer,
diagram?
sir. Electrical engineer, sir. After
You're
that
electrical engineer.
study.
But I want
Yes,
to know
yes.
from mechanical engineers, they know about the Sankey diagram? Have they come across during the studies? Somebody can answer so that I'll be happy.
Yes, sir. It
Because,
was covered in that BE course, sir.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, I know that because, see, I'm always, I'm alive, I'm living with the books. Not only I do practically and also parallelly when I go to any company, people call me, hey, professor is coming here, he's a very dangerous fellow, they tell me. But I am not worried about that because I used to be what I am. You should see, suppose if it is not meeting, that means that I went to this, Kirloskar pumps way back in 83, 84, 85. Pump was not meeting the requirement. He was scratching his head. I said, why are you scratching your head? Refer to NTP. What is NTP? Normal temperature and pressure. It was in the hilltop. It was in altitude. We brought it to sea level and atmosphere, everything. It was meeting, extrapolation. Performance has to be extrapolated. When you're doing heat run test at the time of switch off and do a hot resistance, there's nothing but R1 is equal to R0 into 1 plus alpha naught T2 minus T1. That is the temperature of hot resistance. You convert the hot resistance of the cable, copper winding, convert it into temperature. What is the formula? Murthy? I'm doing a heat run test on a motor, F-class insulation. How do I know? Simply we need not nod our head that it is F-class. No. Do a heat run test, that is not sufficient. Strip the machine. Check what is insulating material I have used.
Type test report will give this complete data.
Exactly. Type test report alone. You personally go. I've been to many companies. I've stripped the machine. They put the Hilum pieces. Do you think Hilum is a F class or B class or H class? What is that? Hilum. Hilum, there are two materials, paper-based and fabric-based. Hilum is the name of the company. You need to ask them what you have used. If they used paper-based, it is a B class only. If they use fabric-based, then ask for what is the varnish you have used. If they used varnish B class, it is B class only. It's in a basket of tomato, one tomato is spoiled and the whole tomato is spoiled. Like in an insulating material, anywhere, somewhere you see B class, and if you say it is H class, no, it's all totally B class. That is the British standard says. I was brought up like that. Okay, right. Now see, I'm producing a generating station from the DG, from the thermal power station. It is coming up 100, and then at the end, I'm receiving only 9.5 units. There are so many losses: transmission loss, motor loss, drivetrain loss, pump loss, throttle loss. Never use throttle. I'm telling you, people now in the air compressors, they will tell, sir, I'm the common receiver 10 bar. At the end point, 3 bar. Are? You should never use throttling. Never use put valves. It is equivalent to a resistance in the path, electrical path. People I ask when I go to hissing noises coming, why hissing noise is coming in the air? Sir, there is a leak. How often? Sir, every 15 days we are doing air leak test. Then what is the use you are getting now today? Sir, somehow it is getting. No. That means you are not catching the real point for the air leak test. Okay. So in an air compressor, calculate the flow per tank. 27 case study. Have you phosphating? In phosphating, I've used air compressor. I never used air compressor. Costliest energy in the world is the air compressor. Efficiency of the compressor is only 30%. 70% is going as a heat. So this is a case study. Use the blowers. Agitate with the water. Like in
Sir,
ETPs and STPs, people are using blowers. In
sir, can you
phosphating,
share your
they're using
screen, sir?
compressors.
One, one second, sir. Your
Yeah.
screen only, sir. Presenter screen only. Can you share, sir?
Pressure vessel, huh?
Yes, sir. Presentation screen. Only the presentation screen. Your
Yeah,
presentation.
Yeah.
You are also available, sir. Both. You are also available.
Acha. I'll close this one.
Yes, sir.
My face is
No,
also
sir.
coming there on the presentation.
Yes, sir. It's coming as two screens. One screen is your face, and another screen is the
Oh.
presentation. So the
Okay.
presentation
What I have
is
to do now?
small.
Just
So you
screen.
can go for a full
You-
screen mode.
Full screen mode, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if it is okay,
No, not changed.
not change, huh? Oh my goodness, it's not coming up. Okay, that means it's not effective. Now it's okay?
No, it's not changed.
Not changed, huh? But for me, I'm not able to see. I'm able to see only the full screen with the presentation.
Can you plus F5, sir?
F5, huh? F1.
F6, sir.
F6, huh? I'll try to do. F6, okay? Does that come?
No, the F8 you press, sir.
Only F8? That's right. Yeah. So now we are into this. Yeah. And now I think I can use the external screen. Now it's visible, correct?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Go for
Perfect,
full
sir.
screen.
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
I think till last, all along you are looking both my face as well as this one, is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. You're suffering a lot. You have suffered a lot.
No, not like that.
Yeah. Now this is about the compressed air. See, this is a small case study. Avoid using compressed air for agitating and phosphating plants. I've seen in many phosphating plants while auditing. I was doing only energy audit, certification audit, not the energy audit. When I was doing certification audit, I used to give a comments. Why? Please check. Then they calculated the flow per tank, 20 CFM for all the tanks, 100 CFM, equivalent power consumption 20 kilowatts. Energy saving was there by using a blower. Power record is only 3.7. So saving was 16.3. These are the tips I used to give when I go for. It's not necessary as a certification body. I used to go through the documents and say clear, but I was not keeping quiet. Got it? The next one is the zinc plant. And the other one is in open tank. Don't allow the steam to go out. Have this polythene pink balls floating on the surface of the electrolyte. You can get it from this. I have given a website, Komal Corporation. You can contact them and get this material and put it on your bathing bath. Heating bath, so that it will not go through the evaporations. Minimize the mist and heat losses. Got it? So here operates on one compressor for base load, another compressor for variable load. Don't go everything VFD drive, sir. There is a formula that we need to VFD drive. Whenever there is a change in speed, 60% of the time, then go for VFD, because your money is getting wasted, for VFD drive and normal drive. So I used to tell them, always a base load, you have some base load, then put that as one compressor, and another variable load, go with a VFD drive. You can save energy, a lot of energy. Then arrest compressor air leak periodically. That is very costliest. That's what I was saying. Then arrest compressor air leak periodically. When you arrest it, this one case study, they were saving around 3.7 lakhs per annum. Then enhance capacity. This I have gone. One centering person, my goodness, they put the centering bath, this centering material in the heat bath. There was a space between the lower to this. I said, why don't you put one more? And one more thing, this carrier, material, it was 50 kg. Let us say it is 10 kgs. Centering material is 10 kg and the carrier is 10 kg. Which will absorb more heat? Carrier will take 50% heat and the centering material will take 50% heat. Then you're wasting a loss. Energy loss is there. Am I right? Team members.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so all
Yes, sir.
these
Yes, sir.
small things, like, convert hydraulic to electric. I used to tell, never go for hydraulic. See, hydraulic, always motor continues to run to keep the hydraulic pressure. You'll be using NRV and all those things, but still motor is running. But go for servo drives. There will be a lot of savings. Saving around 75 to 80%. Huge savings. I'm giving a lot of tips on this one. Convert press from connecting bracket machine from hydraulic to servo, that I have already seen. Then LPG heating to induction heating. Then always use the pumps with the duty point. See the duty point of the motor and duty point of the pump, and both should join together at one point, which is the rated requirement for you, application-wise. Sometimes I have seen some grand old technology. Hey, Baba, you want to lift that water to the third floor? Sir, I require 2 HPs. Okay, no, it will be better you use 10 HP. Then that means you are operating at the slope. Efficiency is at the slope. That means your losses are more. Never do like that. Then air compressors. Your investment is only 15%, but there will be energy loss 75% and 10% maintenance cost. The energy is the biggest part. If you see the life cycle, that's what in standard says ISO 50001. When a person procuring any motor, please check up the life cost. Whether he has given warranty, on what component is giving warranty and guarantee, what is the losses, have you done the trial run at when you are installing it? Have you heard about the sweep frequency analysis as the SFRA test? Electrical engineers.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
New transformer coming for erection and commissioning, we are testing, sir.
Not only here, it should be done at the manufacturing place. When it is being transported, you have to do here and compare these two. Sometimes during transportation, something would have happened. I have insisted when I was in Muscat, and people started incorporating in their standards and POs. Do SFRA has to accompany along with the reports, because the gap between the core and the transformer, it will be less during tilting like this. Sometimes we don't know. Maybe during during high current and all those things, short circuit current when it is coming in, it's likely to happen. But the SFRA is the best test to know the healthiness of the equipment, transformers. Okay? I'm giving small tips, don't go deep into it. Air compressors. 7 air compressors, 1 horsepower compressor is equal. I used to tell, never use, suppose you are using, I have seen some people are using compressed air in their cleaning their shirt and pant while they are going for a house. Never use that. Biologically, there is because a small piece of iron goes into the blood stream, it goes to the brain and you will be out. That is one thing. The other thing is energy loss. Give a small baby compressor which is 1 HP, 1 bar capacity, ask them to clean it. And 10 bar, don't give it to the people. I have seen in many industries, they don't bother. They have one tapping and they clean it. Never do that. Have you noticed that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
never do that.
Yes.
I think I'm giving a lot of hints. Now itself, we can save a lot of energy. And there are many motors, pumps, blowers, fans, compressors, so many things are there. This was, I was telling you, life cost. Always, life cost is very important. Then oversizing is very dangerous. When you wanted oversizing, rating will come down. See, this is one. Actually, in case one, I want to use only 7.5. People will tell, hey, better to be safer. They will go for 15 HP for the in place of 7 HP, 7 kilowatt. And finally, they end up the energy loss because their efficiency is around 79% as against 88%. So like that. Okay. So electrical motors, maintenance, installation cost, all those things, cooling towers. I have taken a lot of case studies, IE motors, warm gears and V belts, flat belts, soft starters. So finally, now we are coming to the energy audits. The energy audit is covered under standards. Do anybody knows that? No. Energy audit is covered under ISO 50002. Anybody knows that? I want to know from the audience.
Yes, sir.
Oh, very good. Very nice. So have you used this standard 50,002?
The 50,001 we implemented in cement plant, sir.
Cement plant, but 50,002. Energy auditors should follow 50,002, but no one is using it. Okay, there are a lot of things when you go into standards. So every year I'm doing energy audit. By the end of 3rd year, I'm losing it. Once again, I'm doing energy audit by the end of the 1st year, the 5th year, then I'm losing it. So the ad hoc energy management approach is there throughout the industry, throughout India. But when I go with systematic approach, I use a ISO system, then I'm saving energy, I'm immediately investing it, I'm having a follow-up, I'm having a monitoring and measurement, I'm having a system in place. Every time my management representative collects the data and he analyzes it with the team, with the top management and invest it. Now I'm able to see. But initially there was no management system in place. Only energy is there. They do an ad hoc energy management system through an energy audit. They don't have ISO 50001. But when you bring ISO 50000 into picture, it is coming. So energy is saved 2%, 5% every year. You are able to see that. So who is benefited? By designing and have been designed for implementation, whatever may be the size, whether it's in public or private sector, regardless, you can use this ISO 50001. The international standard is applicable irrespective of the type of energy used. 50,001 does not fix any targets for improving energy. It's up to you. You can tell I'm going to improve from 2 to 3. Another company can tell 3 to 5. It's all left to you. This is up to the users organization or to the regulatory authorities. 50,001 enables an organization to take a systematic approach in order to achieve continual improvement of energy performance, including energy efficiency, energy use and consumption. So 50,000 can be used for certification, or you need not do. You can have a self-declaration. You need not necessarily that you should go for 50,000 certification, but follow as per the 50,001. Then you can finally you'll get a confidence that because you need to tell your world that we are into 50,001, then definitely, see, anywhere, if you said that you have passed the MBA, you passed the MTech, you have a certificate, like that, you have a 50,001 certified, and it shows to the public, then they'll go through your documentation part, then they'll feel happy, yeah. It does not establish absolute requirements. Energy requirement, they don't define. It is up to you, you have to follow. And you need to commit whatever your commitment in the policy, you need to show it. It is obligatory to comply with applicable legal requirements are very much important when you go to 50,001. Are you doing earth resistance? What is the earth resistance for the substation? And what is the DG analysis, dissolved gas analysis? These are all the legal requirements. What is a compressor? Are you testing? Is the legal requirement is complied for the compressor? You have EOT crane. Do you have safety is also coming to overlapping? Everything gets overlapped. Safety, electrical, all those things gets overlapped. Then two different organizations carrying the same operations, but two different energy performance can be had because one plant is having one different energy, another is in over all the energy management system can be clubbed together. Not only energy management system can be clubbed to other standards. That is the sweetest or the wonderful thing we can see. And finally, what? Any energy is already told when we are telling CO2, that is nothing but environment. Finally, what? Have you heard about SDGs? Sustainable Development Goals.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard about this?
Yes.
Yeah. But nobody is linking to SDGs. I saved energy. I'm saving one of the SDG, you have to link it. Which energy you want to link? For energy saving, I can link 7. I can link 11. I can link 12. I can link 13. Climate change also. You need to tell finally climate change 13. Senthil, இன்னொரு 10 நிமிஷத்துல வந்துறேன். இன்னொரு 10 நிமிஷத்துல முடிப்பு. So this is how things are coming. Okay. Now if you see, now I want to ask, what is ISO 9000? What is ISO? What is ISO?
Indian Standard Organization.
Indian.
International Organization for Standardization.
International Organization for Standardization. Where it is situated?
Geneva, Switzerland, sir.
Superb. Geneva, Switzerland. It is a non-governmental, it's a non-profitable organization. Got it? So how many countries are there? It is more than 167 countries. And there will be always in the third sheet, you can see, there is a technical committee. Every technical committee, every standard has one technical committee. The number will be there. That number, all countries are participating. They'll have that unique code with them. And anybody wants to type it. That's the reason why the standard is always getting updated every 5 years once, sometimes 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. See, after 2011, it is in 2018. It took almost 8 years, 7 years. So next one is going to come maybe within 5 years or 6 years or whatever. It depends upon the changes. In all the standards is like that. If somebody says, what is energy? I have an energy management standard, then you should say it is 50,000 only. Because the number doesn't change. Anywhere, any part of the world, the same terminology. You got it? Because nowhere in the standard we use preventive action. Why? Why? Preventive action is there, no? Why we are not using it? Earlier in the standard, they used to use that as a preventive action, but nobody is not using it because all these lessons learned, they call it as lessons learned, and that is taken as lessons learned. And the class number 6 in the standard is known as planning. The risk is added into the planning. They see, whenever I want to go to Delhi, I am planning. What is the risk involved? Oh, by train? No. I'll go by flight? No. What is that? So this is a planning. Planning combined with the risk assessment is there. That risk assessment, last time, the lessons learned. That means in the new project, it is a preventive action, but we call it as lessons learned. Don't get confused with the preventive maintenance. That is different. Preventive maintenance is different. I'm talking about the corrective action and preventive action. We can talk in length and breadth of all these things, all the standards. It's beautifully drafted by all our stalwarts in the standards. You should enjoy with that. Okay? This is all about this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much,
coming
sir.
back to... Pardon? Yeah. Now, Now give your opinion about this. How do you feel it?
So everyone waiting for what is the next, how to learn everything, structure. We need the structure, how to learn everything
That's
structure.
what. No, because see, for me, I
yes,
want
sir.
to impart the knowledge to the. Now itself, I think you would have gained some knowledge on these slides, whatever I shown you. I think Mr. Muthi was noting down keenly all the points, and other participants were also noting down.
Yes, sir.
Because see what happens now, Seebeck effect, Faraday's laws of electromagnetic radiation, Lenz law, Boyle's law, Charles law, Seebeck effect, Peltier effect, all these things are all, even, DC tongue tester, how it works, Can anybody tell me? In AC tongue tester, you have a meter, correct? You have a tongue tester, right?
Yes.
Yes.
In AC tongue tester, it works on the principle of Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Because the conductor is primary and your tongue tester is secondary. You put it like this, you'll get it induced and you're getting current. But in DC, there is no induction effect. But how DC tongue tester is working? Can anybody tell? Who are involved in electronics, people might know that. What happened?
Sir, shunt coil, sir. Shunt coil logic.
No, shunt coil logic and all that. You have to tell the law, finished.
Using this Hall effect, sir.
Exactly, give him a clap. Who's that?
Gopalakrishnan, sir.
Yeah, I'll give you a clap. Big claps to all of him. Give
Yes,
a
sir.
clap
Thank
to
you.
him.
Yes.
Superb. That's what, this I have known during 1990s. When DC tongue tester came into picture, when I was maybe 1990, 80, 1989, 90 at the time. First time we purchased a tongue tester from Japan, somebody has imported it. We were using it. Then I was wondering how it works. Then I went on searching through the textbooks. Then I found out. Always refer, always standard or textbooks. Both has to answer for this. Everywhere there is a science inbuilt. Without the science, nothing moves on. Even when you are walking, you have to need a friction between our leg and the floor. Even recently, when flight crashed in our deputy CM, Maharashtra CM, somebody was telling it is the water layer and the dust was formed on the road, strip of the land. That is a strip, no? Landing strip. So the wheel was rotating, energy was high and could not get controlled. Something was telling. I'm unable to do that. Even sometimes a train accident happens because of the lightning between the conductor and the top conductor and the pantograph. They jump, the lightning produces. That produces EMC. Have you heard about EMC? EMCs, conductors. Electromagnetic conduction and
EMI-EMC, sir.
EMCs, that's a huge topic. I went to Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru, and learned about it because I was trying to do DMU, diesel electric multiple unit. It was not picking up because my tube light was glowing. I switched off and on. Immediately EMI effect came into picture. Then I took this electronic lamp ballast to the lab and found out it is not Got it? So, like that, you have so many stories in every engineering. Okay, next class, I'm thinking of giving you the understanding of this in detail of energy management system with the documentation. What are the documentation required? So, I'll be conducting
one
these
second,
classes.
sir. Can you share your screen, sir? You can close this sharing. You can come to your face, sir.
Yeah, I'll
maybe
face
it's
just
very
a minute.
useful for you.
Yeah, I'll come. Where is my face? I'm not able to see my face.
Yes. So everyone I asked to, how many people after you have to learning structure wise?
Yes,
can you type
that's
it?
What I was
Yes.
to tell you.
That is very important.
Correct.
Everything we have to learning and implementation is very important.
Correct.
Always we are going to path. Always you know the path. What is the result coming? But we have to go for right path in short time. The timing is very important. Everyone understand timing? So we know the path, but we have to follow the path with the mentor with using the time limit is very important.
Correct.
Time value principle, once you follow the time limit, then automatically you understand that the time value always greater than money value. I always feel it.
Correct. You're right. My face is visible?
Yes, sir. Now, okay, sir.
Yes, sir, visible.
Yeah. Okay, good. So, my next session, myself and our Murthy will decide the dates. We'll have it for Saturdays, Sundays, and Saturdays, Sundays for 4 days. And I'll be giving you a clear picture about how a standard has to be in a systematic way you can learn, and what are the important documents in that. That is the first session, first thing I want to give it to you all. So you can learn about that, start. That will be useful already if you are into the ISO 50000, you'll learn in a structured way. Okay, that means then later on, maybe once you are through with this understanding, then there'll be another one will be lead implementer. You need to implement it, how to implement it, how to energy review, you need to do it, how to calculate the significant energy, then how to know about significant deviation, and what are the energy management program, and all those things will come into picture. Like, key characteristics and all those terminologies are being used. You will be understanding more during my first classes. Then later on, everybody is matured enough, and then we can go into the lead implementer. Then you are the masters in that. Okay. So the first course, which I'm going to tell you about the energy management system in depth and documentation part, understanding of the energy management system and documentation. I'll be charging around 3,000 rupees for all the 4 days. So timing may be 6 or 7. It will be like this. So I'll just type it here.
It's really great because I have such the energy management system through the online. I got it more than 10,000 rupees. So first session, everyone understand. I request sir. So everyone our student. So whatever our community, whatever the people available, he always willing to take classes. But we need commitment. This much of low price, no one give you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So how many people join next session? You can directly send the money to, yes, sir.
Understanding. What
the practical orientation. It's very important. You have to understand.
Understanding with the documentation. Because we need to know what is documentation, all those things are there.
Yes. Your GPay numbers. Can you share your GPay number?
Yeah, I'll put
who
GPay
paid?
number,
Then you share to our group. We will note it everything. So next session coming Saturday, Sunday. Next Saturday, Sunday. The whole 4 days available. We can mention the timings, sir.
Yeah, that I'll tell you shortly. Maybe 7 to 9 or 7 to 10, 8, 9, 10, 7 to 10. It will be okay? Because
yes, sir.
You need to have a dinner. Maybe before 7, you need to complete your dinner.
Yes, exactly, sir.
Yeah. So that will be good.
This is
but
the first
really, you will be benefited because wherever I go, all the industries, people are asking me to, because I don't find time. Because today I've been with, you would have already seen, I have done my information security management system. I'm into that also. Somebody was asking me, can you assess our capacity of a server? Then I was asking about what is the server capacity, and then I was asking about, have you done VAPT test? Pen test, penetration test, vulnerable access penetration test, all those things, endpoints and all those things were there. Because energy is also there. We do a lot of energy audit for the data centers. There'll be a lot of, artificial intelligence being implemented, it consumes a lot of energy. People are thinking about the modern technology, but energy consumption is more. A lot of data centers, a lot of information security management, like, cloud servers, they consume a lot of energies. I'll tell you, everywhere there is sky is the limit. We can think of how to save energy. 1 pi reduced per day, 365 days. Always extrapolate the energy saving per annum. Then you feel better. If you tell, sir, today I've saved only 1 rupee, kya kare yaar? 1 rupee to kya ho gaya? Nahi. With 1 rupee, every day 1 rupee, 365 days, 365 rupees. Like that you need to think.
Yes, sir. 1 second I will share, sir. So before going to session, just share to amount to the sir, and you can share it to me also, no issue. Just share the screenshot, sir, or group also possible. Just share it. After this, what will happening means we are not allowing, because of the committed means only for Zoom meeting. We are committed only Zoom meeting, because this is much of low price, no one give you. So only the respect.
I'll give you the certificates that you have been underwent training on energy management system with the documentation. Documentation means right from energy policy document, how it looks like. Then you need to understand what is. See, somebody in the standard, have anybody gone through the standard ISO 50001? Or that matter 9001, 45001? I
Yes,
think
sir.
most of you, yeah, you have been there.
Yes, sir.
So the
Yes, sir.
standard doesn't say document and record, correct?
Yes, sir.
So standard says only documented information.
Now, how to
Then,
do that? Yes.
pardon?
How to implement?
How to implement that? No, first of all, when you read the standard,
Yes.
maintained document and retained document, there are two terminologies are used. Maintained document means document. Retained document means record. How to remember that? R is there in the retained, therefore record. Like that you have to remember. Like that shall and should and so many terms are being used. These are all European, everywhere in any part of the world, you have to use the same terminology. Then that means your product or your systems gets throughout the world. Suppose you say, sir, record, I can change any number of times. The European people tell, record, how can you change? See, your birth certificate is a record. Whereas the empty form is a document. Filling up the birth certificate is a document. Once you fill it up, it is a record. So standard says where to use that, where to use the document. Like that it goes on. Once you are thorough, then you are masters. Then you're good. That's all. I'm also into IoT, like, you save energy through IoT, Internet of Things. When I'm in office, I can use my IoT and switch on my AC. It'll take 45 minutes to reach my house. And immediately AC gets chilled. When I go home, I can switch off AC. But earlier I was not having IoT. I used to go home, switch on the AC. To attain the temperature took 2 hours. So I'm saving energy 1.25 times. 1 hour 15 minutes I'm saving. 45 minutes just got chilled up. Like that, small things. Using of V-build drive, flat build drive, so many gears, mechanical, electrical, so many things are there. Even if you think of so many processes, side products are coming out. How to use the side products? There is one more standard known as circular economy. I went to Cobalco. Their Cobalco earth moving equipment, it is weighing 6 tons. I said, from how much you brought to 6 tons? He said, some 12 tons to 6 tons. Then I said, why don't you take a target of converting from 8 tons to 6 tons? That means whole engineering, whole design people, new product development, everybody has to come inside. He has to go to supply chain. Look, that casting, how you done? He says, sir, I have done it. No. Use ChatGPT and design it. In one of the cases, I have done this. I have used the ChatGPT for the sintering process. Instead of in a circular, some round cells were there. We were able to put only 4. Then this ChatGPT said, increase the length of the box and then have 7 numbers or 8 numbers. It increased by 35%. You can use ChatGPT for improving the efficiency. Lot of things. Sky is the limit. I'm going to use AI for the next projects, not now. I'm in the process of learning things.
Okay, sir. One more person asking, sir, Ganesh, sir. He is asking if integrated management system is included in ISO 50001, sir.
Which one?
In message available, sir. Integrated management system, which is
Integrated
included
management system is, see, I'll tell you, integrated management can be done. With which integration, with which standard you want to integrate it? See, I'll tell you, this is another big story. All the standards are from class 1 to class 10. That you'll understand when you read one standard. If I tell you, you'll nod your head, yes, yes, yes. From 1 to 10, class 1 is scopes, 2 is normative reference, 3 is terms and definitions, 4 is context, 5 is the leadership, 6 is the planning, 7 is the support, 8 is the operation, 9 is the performance monitoring and measurement, 10 is improvement. I'll tell you, PDCA, these are all PDCA cycle only. In your house, you'll be monitoring your children, performance monitoring. In office, your boss is monitoring your performance monitoring. You are monitoring the process of the process, monitoring and performance. Everywhere, PDCA, all the standards is part of your life. So integrated can be done. If I want to integrate with QMS and energy management, I can do it, no issues.
Sir,
That cannot be covered in this because it's a big subject. Yeah.
Sir, my doubt here, which I told Mr. Murthy sir, is that normally, sir, in India and also, in countries like Africa and Gulf countries, IMS is basically, a combined system of 3.
Correct.
ISO 9001,
14 and 45.
14 and 45. So, I understand from your expertise, I know you are also, thoroughly qualified with that. So, that is the reason why I raised this.
Yeah, see, thing is, we can take it a separate class. Like, I'll tell you. If I'm going for only 3 standards, 9000, 14 and 45. I go to a phosphating tank. Okay, your phosphating plant. I'm asking the operator, what is the coating thickness you have maintained? Sir, I'm maintaining 100 microns. Where is the chart? Sir, I have the standard. Where is the requirement? Requirement is there, sir. Where is the instrument? There is an instrument, sir. I have seen the micron level, sir. Okay. Right. Any deviation, sir, it is not deviating it. How many places you have seen? I have the records. Okay. Immediately ask for 14,000. What is the effluent going out? Sir, effluent is going out. Have you measured the effluent? Sir, that EMS team is coming, but I am aware of it. Have they done everything? Yes, sir. And this has not been led to outside. It is being sent to effluent plant and then getting it recycled and oxidation is happening. Okay, good. Then what about this smoke which is coming out? Sir, there is a chamber going out. I have a mask. I'm wearing PPE. The atmosphere is protected and personally I'm protected. All three standards you have to do like that, but no one is doing it. Only for the namesake, they're having integrated management system and they're not teaching the down the line. Down the line teaching is very important.
So my submission is that for the students like me, where, if you do something, a small attempt on, certified engineering, energy manager or an auditor, and if you have IMS,
yes,
as we are mentioning, the certification is also, a kind of a part of not the visa.
Yes, yes.
So we thought, instead of doing 50,000 we can have a 3 certification at a time.
No doubt. See, I'm telling you, energy audit combined with system. I told you a lot of examples. System is always required. For instance, I'll tell you, in the class I used to tell. Earlier, there were no thumb impressions, there were no cards, swiping cards. Only registers used to be there in the gate and bosses come 10 o'clock, but office is at 8 o'clock. People will come at 9:30 and he'll beg the watchman, please. Okay, he'll sign it as if he has come at 8, but he has come at 9:30 only. Boss is coming, factory manager is coming and he sees everybody, 10 o'clock, oh, everybody is there. He feels everybody has come at 8. Now system is placed. What is the system? Thumb impression. Automatically a person is keeping thumb at 8 o'clock, it shows 8. A person is coming at 9:30, you press it, it shows 9:30. It can be seen in your system. Boss is sitting somewhere in Europe, sitting in Germany, sitting in London, he can see the attendance. So system is in place. So always the practical knowledge and system both has to travel together. For instance, in a traffic light, in a traffic place where one person is going beyond a speed of 120, there it says 120. Police watches and he informs the next police, next signal, he is being caught. He says, you have crossed the limit, you have instead of 120, you have gone at 140. He says, where is the proof? Then he says, I have a photo. This is known as objective evidence, evidence-based approach. Record speaks. So system, these are all the systems requirement. Got it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Superb.
Okay. Yes, sir. Sir, you can learn a lot of things.
All 42 people are still listening to my words. That I feel really happy. Oh,
yes, exactly, sir. So you can learn a lot of things from sir because of this month is free. So who are using value, that is very important.
I can guide you for the energy audits also. Like, the excess oxygen you are putting into the furnace, how to control it. And what everybody is monitoring the furnace. But did anybody see the surface temperature of the furnace, skin temperature of the furnace? Nobody sees. But what is the limit? It should not exceed beyond 10 to 15 degrees above the ambient. If it is going beyond the ambient, that means you are unnecessarily wasting, like Shanky diagram. It is beyond the limit. You are wasting the energy through the radiation. Radiation is also a loss.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, participants,
yes, sir.
Dear friends and energy auditors, because some of you are all energy auditors and some of you are in big positions, but still, it's a learning process. Always, even now I'm at the age of 67, I'm still doing a lot of things.
So I request to everyone, please write your review in our WhatsApp group, So because we have to respect the mentor. He is spending the time. This free time means you are attending the free webinar, but you have to get the knowledge, whatever things. So it is very helpful for motivate him. So a lot of things. We can also do a lot of person. We have to collect a lot of people. We are giving the different domain. It's very useful. If you learn from sir, you have a lot of experience, 45 years of experience. You can understand all the standard then how to implement, what are the retribution, is a short period. You can learn thing, everything is short period. Everyone want a short period. Na?
Yeah, it's like
But
a
with
crash
using the
course.
right method.
It's like a crash course. See,
Yes.
whatever you are learning after college or after post-graduation, whatever you learn is known as a crash course. You see, the cow has two stomachs. It chews the food and keeps in one stomach and goes to the shadow and chews and takes back and chews and put it in the second stomach. You know, all cows have two stomachs. First, it takes the food and puts in the first stomach and goes leisurely and takes the food and chews and puts it in the second stomach. Similarly, in a crash course, get the knowledge and use this knowledge whenever you are finding application. That's all.
Exactly, sir. Thank you. Use the time until 10 o'clock. You just share it. After that, we are not. That means we need a commitment. We have to respect the time and money, respect the people.
Exactly.
That is very important. So next session, what will be happening? After next is not really happening after maybe 2 months or 3 months, but money is a double. Are you understand? The first session he is conducting me with respect to everything for our group also. Very important for our group especially. Okay. With using the timing, with using this respect to him, just to pay 3,000, it is, I think it's small money. Because I attend a lot of online classes, they are saying about more than 10,000. For a ESO, you have to learn about the energy management system. You have to pay for more than 10,000 rupees. So thank you, sir. Thank you for this much opportunity, sir.
Yeah, good.
So everyone, I request you have to write the review in a WhatsApp group or a LinkedIn, in our group. You personally send the message. It's very, very useful. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So everyone say thank you. I will open. You can open your unmute. Just say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you all participants. Wonderful participants. Yeah, good.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir,
Thank you, sir.
for your time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Though it was for 1 hour,
Thank you, sir.
not 2 hours.
Yes, really wonderful, sir. I enjoy the session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Everything rehearsal. We are done rehearsal. Whatever is study in certified energy auditor books, everything we got it rehearsal. That with revision.
Actually,
Again,
it's
we
all
got
college. I have
Yes, sir.
did everything. You know, insulation is YEABFHC. YEABFHC. You know the insulation classification? YEABFHC. Anyhow, I'll teach that one in the next session. Right. YEABFHC. Okay.
Yes,
Good.
sir. First time you're learning. First time you're seeing this one.
That is a class of insulation. Or electrical engineering would have studied in design course, electrical machines.
No, sir.
Huh? No. I have sent now message, YEABFHC. Have you seen that?
Yes or no? Yes or no? Can you type it yes or no?
This is a class of insulation. What I have sent is a class of insulation. Yes.
Why? Yes, sir. Actually, not all the class. Some classes we have studied it
Yeah.
during the practical.
Yeah.
For generator F class.
Yeah, exactly. F class is what? 180 degrees, huh? 120 degrees. 155. Without ambient, it is 155.
155.
155. Once you deduct the ambient, then you need to deduct one more thing is hot spot. People don't forget and they keep that one. Therefore, I always, the worst ambient is I take it as 50. Then 10 degrees hot spot. 60 degrees I remove from 155. 155, if you remove, it becomes how much?
115.
No. 155, you remove 60.
60.
Like that you have to do. Because in whole motor and transformer, there will be a lot of hot spots. And whatever the reading you are measuring on the conductor, it's only the average temperature. Hot temperature. That hot resistance you are converting into temperature. That is nothing but R2 is equal to R1 into 1 plus alpha naught, 1 plus alpha naught into T2 minus T1. Alpha naught is nothing but temperature coefficient. T2 is the hot temperature and T1 is the cold temperature when you started. That way you'll get it. R2 divided by R1. something, you do it, you will get the temperature. These are all fundamentals in the engineering that we have studied, and that is we utilized here. Okay, good. I think still.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
today until 10 p.m. you can share the amount. After 10 p.m. we are not accepted because of whatever the respect is very important. So we have to give the timing for time limit is very important. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much,
so
sir.
much.
So thank you for
Okay.
joining each and everyone, sir.
Yeah. So I'll be leaving now
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
because
Thank you.
already 10:50.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
We
thank
will
you
meet
so
soon,
much.
sir.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Thank you,
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. How you feel, sir? Almost our team.
That's good.
Sir.
Okay,
Good,
sir.
sir.
You
It's
can
lot of
write review,
information.
sir. Yes, sir. I almost tried for last 3 to 6 months. He always last time he is in Germany. Last time, so just he came here. Then whatever things we have to implementation. If you implementation, we need some people experience mentorship. That is very very important. The right path you have to chase the right path. Means you need first a right mentor. That is very important. So you have to reduce your time. What is the focus? You have to reduce your timing. So how to create the value, 10x value? If you spend the money, 3,000 rupees means how to create the 30,000 rupees worth. That is a very, very important. Who will give it everything, every idea? The right mentor. Can you understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
same program, I attend the online session only. Online session, so more than 10,000. But you can connect this like this person, you can get a lot of information and how to implement. That is very information not useful, but how to implementation, situation, how to analyze the process. He explained a lot of things. His own experience. That is very, very useful. You can utilize. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you very much, sir.